Today's project is date nut balls. In this pot I have some dates and butter and sugar. I have a double batch, so I can't remember the exact amount. I'm waiting for it to boil for about a minute. Ooh, I see a bubble. And then I gotta add some Rice Krispie cereal and some pecans. So, yeah. Well, I just stirred in the cereal and the nuts, and now it says to cool until you can handle it and make it into balls. But man, I am doubtful. It is really not that sticky. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Well, date nut balls are a fail. I can't get them to bind together. I even put some light corn syrup in there. So what I'm going to do is put them in a cake pan like Rice Krispie treats and see what happens. Bummer. Today Dad made bean soup. Yep. And then I just put in some cornbread. So, yumminess. Peanut butter fudge today. We have peanut butter and butter. We're going to melt it together and for 2 minutes and then stir it. Oop. And then we'll be adding some powdered sugar and vanilla to it and mix it up really good. Put it in the pan. That's what the recipe says. The chocolate fudge I made came out really good. I made plain, pecan, and walnut chocolate. So I made 3 batches. Yay! I just took it out for the second time and it bubbled all the way up to there. It's like foam. Oh, there it goes back down really fast. Now I got, it's like peanut soup, peanut butter soup. Now I got to put in the vanilla and 1 pound of powdered sugar and see what happens. There's my fudge I made earlier. I take my 8x8 and I cut it in half into these kind of bricks. And then I wrap them in parchment and then in foil. And then I put them in a Ziploc bag and try to get as much air out as possible. Then I store them in the fridge to keep cool and firm. That way, hopefully they won't dry out since they're sealed up so well. I have to say, I like how the chocolate fudge came out better than the peanut butter fudge. It seems like it can be very, I don't know, fall apart easy. We'll see when I try to cut it. It cut in half okay, but it tastes okay. I guess that's all that matters, huh? Tonight's goal is to make some chocolate peanut butter no-bake cookies. In my little pot here, this is the pot I bought the other day at Sam's Club. I love it. Those people on Instagram saw me wear it as a hat. In this pot is 2 cups of sugar, 4 tablespoons of cocoa, a stick of butter, and a half a cup of milk. And I have to bring that to a boil on the stove. And after it boils a minute, I have to add in 3 cups of oats, a cup of peanut butter, and what's that? A tablespoon of vanilla. And then we'll drop them on, we'll do teaspoons of them on a, I'll come back and show ya. But that's what I'm up to tonight. Yummy. Not really. Doesn't look really yummy yet. Well, my stuff is done, and I did 1 sheet of them. I don't know. I'm a little doubtful, but I'll see. I've never made these before. It just seems a little thin, but maybe it'll thicken up and harden. I'm new to the whole no-bake cookie thing, so I gotta get another cookie sheet out. See, this is my first tray I did fresh off the stove, and then by the time I got to the last tray, they were starting to look like the no-bake cookies I know. So I'm thinking maybe you let it sit for a little while and cool a bit before you start spooning them out. But the instructions were not, the instructions were very little. So I think tomorrow night, or I might even try to do it again tonight. It depends on how long it takes. Well, I think it's going to take a while for these to set, so I'll probably do it more tomorrow. And let it sit in the pot and cool slightly to firm up a bit in the pot, and then drop my cookies. I'm learning, people. Today is chocolate tea bread I'm making. There's some that I have ready to go into the oven. It's a cup and a half of flour, cup and a half of sugar, half a cup of cocoa. I gotta put cocoa in here yet. Teaspoon of baking soda, a 3/4 teaspoon of salt. You mix that together in your little bowl with a spoon, and then you add in 1/3 of a cup of butter, and 2 eggs, which I'm out of eggs. Dad went to the store. I'll talk to you fine people. There's Flow Rider playing in the background. I have a cup of applesauce and a half a cup of water. And you use your blender and mix that together. And then you add in 1/3 of a cup of chopped nuts and a cup of mini chocolate chips. And it makes 4 small loaves. So we'll see how that comes out. Hope I didn't talk too fast for you. I got bread over there laying out cooling. And I have some in here bacon. House smells really good, so bacon mama today. I'm a bacon mama. Here's today's endeavor. What is today, the 15th or 16th? I don't know. I did no-bake cookies, breads, but they all caved in this time. Last time they were so pretty, and I don't know what happened. I got some brittle over there. Over there, brownies. Dad wanted me to make them some brownies. I'm done in the kitchen for today. Done. Waiting for these to set up. Waiting for my brittle to set up. Those just came out of the oven. It does smell good in here. So, yeah.